Jeff Cross with CleanFacts Magazine here. We're in Chicago at Totally Booked University. And this morning I met Jim Tome, who I discovered knows something about social media.
Well, one or two things.
Okay, before we talk about Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all that stuff, why don't you tell us a little bit about your company and what you do?
Okay, I have about 25 years of marketing and advertising experience.
Okay.
Just recently to the floor cleaning service provider side, about a year or so of that. But a lot of experience in about the last 5 or 7 years, and especially social marketing.
Social marketing. So usually when we survey people, you know, carpet cleaning business owners, restoration business owners, a lot of them they're not a young group.
Right.
They're, you know, they're growing up. Not that these guys here in the class are old. I'm getting some looks already. No, people say that social media is a young man's game or a kid's game. That if you do a Facebook account or do Twitter, that it's typically for the younger generation.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true?
No, actually the fastest growing demographic is the age 50 and up.
50.
That is correct, and that's only because there are not as many on it now, but it is the fastest growing demographic compared to all of them.
Okay. Is that because all the young kids are already on it?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay, so it's a growing segment.
Yep.
Now, these guys at this class today want more customers. How in the world can Facebook and Twitter and all these social platforms get new customers?
Well, you know, you brought up a good subject today. It's the issue between relationships and trust.
Okay.
And social media in general is all about the relationships, but an effective social media program is all about the trust. So a good percentage, they say, of advertising or promoting to information or education is about a 20% promotion, 80% education. But what you really want to do is you want to get those customers who are fans of yours, and you want them to become advocates for you. And that's where the trust issue comes in.
So you need people to go to your Facebook page. Mm-hmm. How do you get them to do that?
You know, you can put it in your print ads. If you're doing radio, you can do it there. When you're handing out a flyer at the end of your service call, ask them to become a fan of you there. So there's a lot of ways, a lot of touch points that you should be taking advantage of.
Okay. I know my daughter is a big coupon person. It's like a game.
Sure.
She goes to the store sometimes and she'll take these coupons in and spend nothing because the coupons are so valuable.
Right.
Can a cleaning company do coupons on Facebook?
Oh, of course it can. You can do anything you can do in what you think of as traditional media can be done on social media.
Okay, okay. Now, a lot of people say that they don't want to do Facebook or Twitter and all these because it takes too much time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're taking your time and you're putting it into something, probably sitting on a computer for a while, updating your Facebook page, sending out a Twitter message. How much time would a business owner need to spend to be effective?
You know, they say that typically a good amount of time to post, or a number of postings per week, is somewhere between 3 and 5. So you're doing maybe one every day, maybe every other day with a little more frequency. But the things that you're posting can be testimonials, they can be a product overview that you might use, some tips. So it doesn't always have to be this involved amount of content creation. You've got plenty of things that you probably talk about to your work associates or even your clients that you can post on social media.
Okay. And I guess you talked about testimonials, things you can put on there. What if you're not sure what to post? What do you do?
Well, you know, you can always look in the news, and if you're following some trade publications, they always have some great topics that you can chime in on and give your own personal spin to. Okay.
Now we got Facebook, we have Twitter, we have LinkedIn. What else is there out there?
Well, how much time do you have?
Well, I'm wondering, where I'm going with this is, which ones do you choose? Do you do them all? Personally, I do Facebook, and I have a Twitter account tied to that, and that's what I spend my resources on.
Sure.
But what should a cleaner or restorer do?
Well, you know, Facebook is definitely business to consumer from the aspect of a service provider.
Okay.
A LinkedIn is more of a professional to professional. So if you're making contacts perhaps with retailers or the facility managers, that's a great place for LinkedIn. Twitter's a bit of a different animal. A lot of people kind of see it as something similar to Facebook, but I really like it for like business intelligence, kind of keeping an eye on what your competition's doing, as well as the industry in general. So I don't use it so much as a broadcast platform as much as something that I observe on.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, that's good information. I appreciate the time.
Not a problem.
Maybe we'll go to a Q&A next.
You got it.
Thanks.